Hi, my name is Veronica, and I'll be talking about my integrated production skills advert. I wanted to shoot the film in Media City as I'm a big fan of the location. When I thought that I would do the advert on Converse, I was like, well, what should the theme of the whole advert be? When you go to Media City, you will see a lot of people skateboarding there. It's a popular place for skateboarders. So I decided to make it about skateboarding. I tried to book cameras from the equipment store, but unfortunately the year take priority, so I had to ask my dad to borrow his camera. So I used this to film the whole advert. This is a Sony Alpha 7 III. I really wanted to record the whole thing during the golden hour because, one, I'm a big fan of the golden hour. You get perfect lighting during that period, and also I'm a big fan of lens flares and sunsets and stuff like that. Call me JJ Abrams if you will. And throughout the film, you will see a lot of lens flares because I am a big fan of them. Obviously, we didn't have access to the equipment in the equipment store. I couldn't get tripods, I couldn't get anything. So it was hard to achieve dolly or tracking shots or anything. So we had to improvise. And I thought, well, we've got a skateboard right there, so why not use it? So as you can see on the videos right here, we used the skateboard to get some tracking shots and some dolly shots, and it looked pretty good. The footage was kind of shaky, which at first I wasn't a big fan of, but in the end I thought kind of worked. Obviously we were filming in public, so we had the issue of passerbys passing by and we had to wait for them to pass by so we could shoot. I ordered a GoPro from the equipment store. I managed to get it, and on the day that I was going to collect it, they cancelled it because apparently it was returned broken. So again, I had to improvise and get the next best thing, and there was a 360 GoPro in the item store. So I thought, what's the difference? So I got it. So I used that. I don't know if it would have been better if I used the other GoPro. I know it came with a clamp and a little like thing that you could attach it on, which would have been better, but this 361 only came on its own. So we had to once again improvise and somehow put it on the skateboard. We used sellotape, as you can see on here. I know it wasn't the safest and the smartest of ideas, because if a sellotape wouldn't work, then GoPro could have detached, fallen, potentially break, maybe fall between the wheels, and my friend would have fallen off his skateboard and break his back. But that didn't happen. The sellotape worked. Fortunately, we couldn't get the GoPro on the day of the shoot, the first ever shoot, so we had to do it another day. And there is a little continuity error in there. In the second day, I forgot to bring a change of shoes for my skateboarder friend. So he had to skate around in Vans, even though he's wearing Converse throughout. I don't think many people would notice if I didn't point it out, because the GoPro scene is very, very brief. But maybe they would. I don't know. Either way, that's a continuity error. That's on me. I didn't want to go back all the way to my house to get a change of shoes because I thought it would be a waste of time. I just thought, you know, whatever, we'll film it with advance. Nobody will know. Nobody will see. The whole editing process was very stressful. I have not the best of laptops. It was slow. It was painful. It broke a lot. There's a tidbit to Breakfast Club towards the end of the advert. It's an iconic dance scene. I decided to include it in the advert because apparently Converse were popularized in the 80s. One of the more iconic 80s films is Breakfast Club. I wanted to film this in the golden hour, and I wanted to give the whole thing a golden hour feel. I edited the whole thing and to make it more orangey, more warm, by increasing the temperature in the color correction by a little bit. And I also tried to do more color correcting, but I realized that I'm happy with the way footage looks already. I played around with it, as you can see, but I thought I'm overdoing it and I'm overthinking it, and I'm gonna oversaturate it as I usually do. So I just decided to leave it as it is and just be happy with how it looks. I also wanted to give like a 80s feel to it because again, Converse were popularized in the 80s. As you can see, I wanted to do like a VHS effect at the beginning, but then again, I didn't really like that, and I thought I'm already happy with the way the advert looks. I think I'm overdoing it, overcomplicating it. Got rid of it and just thought, you know, it's good as it is. Just leave it. Overall, I'm quite happy with the result, I must admit. Would it be better if I had the access to the equipment store if it wasn't for COVID? I don't know, maybe. But I think that I would have achieved the same result if I had the equipment, Or even if I didn't have my dad's camera and I just had to use my phone, I still feel like I would have achieved the final result. It was nice to have this camera because it felt more professional. Is it perfect? No. Could it be better? Definitely. I mean, there's continuity errors, the camera's shaky. I guess I'll just show you the final thing. Here it is.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.